beyond music, I heard a little rumor through the grapevine that you would be joining the cast of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You heard that?
I heard that.
Huh.
You know nothing about
I hear all kind of stuff. You know how that go, girl. I hear all kind of stuff.
So you're gonna clue me in if it's true or not?
No, it's not true.
That's true. Okay.
You never know though.
What does that mean?
It's not true right now.
Okay.
But hey.
Maybe soon though.
What do you guys think?
I would say I'm leaning to more that is true. Maybe.
You want it to be true?
I mean, I'm not a big reality show person,
Mm-hmm.
but I know our fans are, and I'm sure they'd love to see you on there to spice things up a little bit. Maybe.
Stay tuned. We'll see. As of now, that's not true though.
Okay. All right. I pose a question. Do you feel like you have your own lane in the game,
Mm-hmm.
separate from the other female rappers out here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Everybody has their own lane. Once you figured it out, then that's how you'll get ahead. You know, it's not about it's a competition at the end of the day, because that's the world that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't compete with other women or other people. I compete with myself to be the best me that I can be. So, I mean, I feel my lane is a bit. I'm a legend. Like I started when I was 14. I'm still pursuing. I'm still not exactly where I think that I should be right now. You know, which is good because I love challenges. But you know, a lot of the girls that are out right now, I'm sure they probably grew up listening to. I know they grew up listening to my music. You know, and I think that it's important for me to show some type of leadership. You know, and maybe like you said, get an all-female anthem going together. All these other female MCs. You know, and just do a real power move, because I have that authority. I've been doing it so long, and anytime I see other women, it's always positive. I always embrace them. I'm never twitching my nose up and never talking down on them. That's not me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said before in another interview, that it's important to have variety, just like the males have variety of who they like or who they want to hear at the time. Women should have that as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's important.
Yeah.
I like Ziggy Azalea. I think she's beautiful. That's what the game has been missing. You know, she's Caucasian, I think she's
she is Australian.
But you know, just to the eye, you know, we need that as far as females. Legend wise, Eve has always been number one for me. I don't know if it's because like now that I know her and she has me up under her wing as a baby, like baby sister, do this, do that, this is how you move, this is how you handle it, along with Missy Elliott, you know, and a lot of other Kims, Trina, and so forth. I think that it would probably be a combination of young, fresh, and hot and new to legends. I don't want to discredit them. They are the reason why we are who we are. They paved the way for us, and they shouldn't be forgotten, you know?
Because I know you said you started when you were 14. Do you remember, like, listening to hip-hop, and there was, like, a verse that you heard that kind of just blew your mind?
Let's see. I really hate doing this because it's so many people.
Mm-hmm.
But one person in particular, I always, since we're on the subject, DMX, like, I mean, he found a way to somewhat, you know, kind of speak a little bit of religion into the world that we live in, kind of mix that in the two. Also had catchy hooks. He was very lyrical, sick, passionate about it, crazy as hell, you know, and I don't know, I like that type of edginess, roughness, but at the same time, mentally, you know where he is, you know who he served, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I would say with him growing up, it was definitely him. One of the people was definitely DMX.
Okay. Do you have any favorite verses, whether they be yours or somebody else's, that like every time you hear it, you can't help but, regardless of where you're at?
Okay, I can go back to Big Pun.
Okay.
Like as a little girl, my family's from New York, so every summer I would live here with my cousins, and my dad would never let me fly. He would always drive me, and I remember every time crossing the George Washington Bridge, that's how we knew that we were here, and then we would always play that Big Pun. Uptown, uptown, you know I'm feeling that cat. One more chance. What? We say, I don't know you, man. Like, I just love, I don't know. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you working on anything else, like film-wise, fashion, anything? Like,
I have an online boutique that is originally, I wanted to have it up and running right now, but it's important to me to make sure that when I have my website, I don't want to have it to where people are complaining because there is nothing else. Everything is sold out. And I know that when we were doing our research and we kind of reached out to the people, a lot of the shipments will be done from overseas. And this is new for me. You know, it's a challenge, and I invite the challenge, and I just want to make sure that everything is right and it's steady flowing. You want a jacket, you want some pants, you want a pair of shoes, you getting it. It's no hold, it's no delay, and so forth. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, and hopefully that'll be, you know, right before Christmas. Also, I do have the calendars for the guys. I know they're probably like, Diamond said these calendars are coming out. But that's another thing. I wanted to cater to the guys, and it was so in high demand, so much in high demand. And after doing research of kind of putting all these wonderful photos together, in addition to new photos, I felt like that I was kind of giving the fellas the short end of the stick, and I wanted to have more photos. So that's what we're doing right now. In addition to some of them being printed, we're adding more photos to where you'll have, like, you know, at the top of the calendar it'll be a picture, and then when you flip it over it'll just be another plain picture, you know. So I also have prettygirlsgetpampered.com.
That sounds cute.
I talked about that the last time I was here, where we're going to cater to skincare products or things to do for women in their hair, keeping their hair healthy, or cute little quick tips keeping your hair up. So all that should come to a close hand in hand right before the new year. Also, I'm working on my album, as I said before, you know, diamondatl.com to get the updates. Follow me on Twitter, diamondatl, and my Instagram. And shouts out to y'all, because you guys were the first website to, like, really show love and cater to my first 50, or not first 50, my hottest, sexiest 50 photos on Instagram. So, you know, I've been since then kind of turning it up, and a lot of other bloggers have been pulling it as well. So shouts out to y'all, and thank y'all for the love for my Instagram.
Okay. Not even one little something?
Let me look at my manager.
Some little. Alright. You get the thumbs up.
What do you think?
Missy.
Okay. Missy.
Whoa. Alright. Give it to me.
Yeah. I love her. Like, that's another person. It's imperative that this project is a reflection of me. And it's imperative, like, if this album would have came sooner, I probably wouldn't have been happy with it. Like I said before, this is my baby, and working with her in particular, like, you know, just from things to tell me, like, you might be upset, some people might say some things that piss you off, but you gotta always remember to hold your composure and do what's right, or show a reflection, but still do what you love, you know, which is the type of music that she's known for. Fun, funky, and a little twist of me being Diamond. You know, I'm not gonna lose myself or who I am, but that too, and her mentoring me and putting me with that all into one, it's crazy. It's gonna be something that we can party to. It's gonna be in a safe environment. It's not gonna be like fighting.
Okay.
But it's one of those records to where you just let your hair down. And that's what it's about right now. We live in a young life. Carefree.
Carefree. I like that. Commercial album.
This would be my very first commercial album, solo as Diamond, Brittany Carpenter, however you want to put it. Crime Mob, we did 2 albums together, and then I dropped, I think, about 7 mixed CDs all this time up until now. So this is my very, very, very first, like, solo album, Diamond.
Okay. And I know you have a mixtape that's out right now.
I have a mixtape that's out now. That's what the video that's going to be attached to this interview. American Woman. Shouts out to Verse Simmons. The Young Life is out now. Download it. You can go to diamondatl.com, that piff, or you can go to Live Mixtapes.
Oh, okay.